Can you believe that Fast and Furious franchise will end? I definitely can't. Creators are saying that the 11th part will be the last. We'll see. But before that, we need to prepare ourselves for the 10th part. Hello everybody, today we are here to remember everything that you need to know before watching Fast X. Please drop a like and consider subscribing. Let's do this. I will start today's recap from Fast and Furious 8, because there are no such events that you need to remember before 8th part, of course except one thing. The Fate and the Furious or Fast and Furious 8. The film starts with Dominic Toretto and Leslie enjoying their honeymoon in Cuba when Dom comes across the cyber terrorist Cypher, who lures him by asking him to help fix her car and eventually pursues him to work for her. She also forces him to keep it a secret by threatening him about losing his team. She sends him on a mission to retrieve an EMP device which went missing from the Gulf and ended up in Berlin with arms dealers from the Liberation Front. This device has the power to wipe out an entire electrical grid. Dom runs into Hobbs at a football match where Hobbs tries to pursue him to deliver the EMP device to him. He gets together with his team and informs them of the mission. Upon reaching Berlin, Roman creates a diversion. The team steal the EMP, drop a bomb and split. On the way to Hobbs, Dom decides to take another route and delivers the device to Cypher instead. Hobbs gets arrested in the process. He comes across Deckard Shaw as it turns out to be the same prison Hobbs helped place Shaw in. Restrained by their sales, the two engage in a very heated argument and threaten each other. Soon they are both bailed out and recruited by Mr. Nobody, an intelligence officer and Little Nobody. The team is furious about the choices made by Dom and decide to work together under the leadership of Mr. Nobody to capture Dom and Cypher. While strategizing, Deckard mentions Cypher's previous attempt to steal important devices, in which she also involved Owen Shaw, Deckard's brother. The team learns that Cypher and Dom are trying to steal Ramsey's software, Eye of God, an already attempted theft by Owen. After 30 minutes of Tom and Jerry shit, Dom found out that Cypher had abducted his ex-wife and his son. Cypher sends Dom to Russia to use the EMP device which is still with her to hijack a submarine which will later help Cypher cause a nuclear war. Meanwhile, the team is taken to an automobile showroom by Patty where they are provided with modified cars to catch up to and capture Dom. Simultaneously, Deckard, who pretended to be dead, forms an accord with old members of Dom's team and Owen and rescues his son. They update Dom that his son is safe and he no longer is forced to be loyal to Cypher, so he goes on to kill Rhodes, Cypher's right or left hand, I don't know. The team helps save Dom and Deckard goes to confront Cypher on the plane when she jumps out to avoid him. After the series of events, Dom and his team are informed that Cypher has not backed down and Hobbs earned his job back. However, he turned it down because he wanted to be a better father and be with his daughter. Deckard and Dom make up and celebrate, as Dom decides that the first name of his son would be Brian. F9 or Fast and Furious 9. I will do it quickly cause I can't do it normally with the serious face. Dom with Letty were retired and were raising their son Brian, and suddenly in their life came Dom's brother John Cena aka Jacob, who is working now with Cypher. During the movie we see that Han is not dead, he was working with Mr. Nobody all this time. Mia, Dom's brother, returns to franchise explaining that Brian is watching for our kids. And suddenly flashback and we see that Dom's and Jacob's father died in the race because of the explosion of a racing car. Later Dom realizes that his brother were working with car and Jacob is guilty for their father's death. Jacob is saying that at that time he had many deaths and he only wanted to do his fake death, but everything has gone out of hand. So after 1 hour of Tom and Jerry and not logical shit, the movie ends like this. Cypher escaped again with the same way, Dom forgives Jacob and they are now family. In the post-credit scene we saw Brian's popular blue Nissan Skyline. Fast X or Fast and Furious 10. I'm really amazed how original are the stories of Fast and Furious nowadays. Listen now. Dom and his family is targeted by the vengeful Jason Momoa, aka son of drug kingpin Hernan Reyes, who Dom killed in the Fast and Furious 5. Nothing to add. And that's everything that you need to know before watching Fast X. I lost hope on this franchise. First part of Fast and Furious is one of the best criminal movies ever made. Fast 5 was amazing and original action movie. The 7th part of Fast and Furious has in it one of the best scenes in the cinematography, and with that soulful scene they needed to end this franchise. And what it is right now? Really big money maker. Okay, thanks for your watching, drop a like and consider subscribing, see you really soon. Goodbye.